4 months ago, a new law took effect requiring violent offenders to wear a GPS tracker, alerting a victim if the offender is nearby. But living up to that new law has been a struggle, and tonight we look at why. But a warning, this case is both disturbing and graphic. In 2022, more than 62,000 victims of domestic violence moved into the reporting system, and 10 News anchor Sam Perez explains why the volume of cases presents a new challenge and the impact on victims and law enforcement.
This legislation aims to protect those victims. It's progress, but some say there's still a ways to go.
My daughter Lauren was a really wonderful young woman.
But Lance Johansson's daughter Lauren was murdered in July. He tells me Lauren was sweet, loving, and giving, an animal lover with plans to graduate nursing school.
It just breaks my heart that I've lost her, and that something so simple as even a one phone call from a number of different people could have saved her life.
At just 22 years old, Johansson says Lauren was killed by her ex-boyfriend, who was out on bond with an ankle monitor after facing multiple charges in Nashville.
In this particular case, what the ankle monitor did was to document how the murder happened, where he was, and where he went with her body.
While it saddens me that there are still cracks there, it still leaves us room to improve and continue to sort of fight, for that and give victims, information that they need to protect themselves.
It's information that Alex Yon says his mother and sister did not have leading up to their murders. In 2021, Yon says his sister Marie Varsos was assaulted by her husband while in the middle of a separation.
He did not have GPS monitoring on him, and he had a follow-up court date.
But before that court date, Jan says Sean Varsos parked in front of Marie's house before killing her and her mother, Debbie Sisko.
I think that had this law been in effect, they would have known that he was sitting out front.
That tragedy pushed Jan to fight for legislation. In July, the Debbie and Marie Domestic Violence Protection Act was enacted, which requires violent offenders to wear a GPS monitoring device during their pretrial period as a condition of bail.
It has given us yet another tool to protect domestic violence victims.
Knox County Attorney General Sharm Allen says GPS monitoring isn't new.
But we, because of this law, have now changed the way that we do GPS monitoring.
There are two different ways to set it up. First, Allen says you can create exclusion zones like a victim's home, school, or work that a defendant cannot visit. Now, Allen says there's also a proximity zone, which shows where a victim is in real time through an app. While Allen says it's helpful for victims, Knox County Director of Pretrial Release Stody Gentry says this change has created more work.
This was an unfunded mandate that has created a lot of issues and damage.
Gentry says his department and the local jail are overwhelmed.
We definitely had some challenges.
Representative Clay Doggett sponsored the bill, drawing on conversations with victims.
Chairman Doggett, you're recognized.
While it was enacted this year, Doggett says the work is not over.
We're considering making some clarifying changes in the legislation.
Improvements, Johansson says he's hoping to see.
There's a lot of things that need to be fixed in the system to make the victim and the victim's family and the other witnesses safe, and they're not being done in Tennessee.
State reps we spoke to say we may see some changes to that law this session. You can watch an in-depth conversation that Sam has had with some of the players in this case right now at WBIR.com and through our free app, WBIR Plus.